So we talk about guitars, and this woman is the finest photographer of guitars. You're holding the Bo Diddley Bad Dude.
We're so privileged to have two of Bo Diddley's guitars in the booth this weekend.
You know, I have one of the Gretsch Bo Diddleys, the reddish one. I love it.
The red one.
Yeah. But this is insane to be holding like the guitars.
Were you ever influenced at all by Bo Diddley's music?
I think everything about rock and roll is influenced by guys like Bo Diddley. So I think that, you know, whether you are even aware of Bo Diddley, you know you're.
Yeah.
Mr. Brownstone has the, you know, the Guns N' Roses song has the Bo Diddley beat.
Yes.
And it's like it's everywhere. Bo is everywhere. Yeah.
Well, the guy that Bo left his guitars to, Charlie Tona is his name. He deemed Bo Diddley the DNA of rock and roll.
I would.
Because he told Charlie, how come everyone's got a name, you know, like B.B. King is the king of rock and roll, or king of blues, and I don't have no name. And so he used to like police badges.
Okay.
And Charlie had a custom police badge made for Bo, and on it says the DNA of rock and roll.
No way.
And he absolutely loved it.
That's amazing.
And it's really the truth.
I agree.
What was your first guitar, Todd?
My first guitar was actually like a Canadian company, from a company from Vancouver called Odyssey, and like Paul Dean from Loverboy played them and stuff like that.
Paul Dean's guitar's in my next book.
No way.
Love Paul Dean.
No, those guys are like so great, and like
they played at my high school.
My first concert was a Loverboy concert with Bryan Adams opening. That's the most Canadian sentence I've ever, that anybody's ever said. But I own a million guitars now. Like I love guitars. This place is like pornography for me, you know. And it's like my wife holds on tight to my wallet.
6-string chord.
Yeah, exactly.
Or 4-string chord.
Or 4-string, yeah.
Yes. Your first guitar was that what you just said, but the one that you play now, let's say you play bass with Slash, but you're a front man with a guitar. What are your two favorite guitars that you play?
Well, I bought a guitar in 1989. Was a Gibson Les Paul custom white. It's very yellow now, like Randy Rhoads style. Steve Jones was the one that I call it Jonesy. And but I've had that guitar since '89, and it's an '82. It was showroom new when I got it. It's been around the world 1,000 times. It is beat to hell, but the neck's been broken like 5 times. It's been put back together. That is the one that they'll bury me with. But there's a Canadian company here. There's a lot of Canada stuff going on here. Called Prestige that I make guitars with here. I got a couple signature bass, 2 signature guitars, actually 3 different signature guitars with them over there. So that's mostly what I do now is my own
your
stuff.
bass?
I'm pulling a Gene Simmons. I'm not going to play stuff that has my name on it, you know.
That's the way to do it. Well, you learn from the best.
Yeah, well, exactly. The way I look at it, it's kind of like I love guitars so much, and every time I pick up a guitar, I go, I love this about this guitar, but I would change this, or I love this about this guitar, but I would change that. So when I got into like designing my own guitars, it became like, you know, like just putting all your favorite things into one guitar. And a lot of it's just the balancing, a lot of it's the weight, a lot of it's obviously the sound. And to me, it's like one of the greatest pleasures is just putting guitars together.
Do you ever name them?
Name them? Yeah, well, the Jonesy, I have Jonesy. I have another one called, I have a Zemaitis copy with the metal front I call Ronnie for Ronnie Wood, and a bunch of things like that.
You have a Zemaitis?
It's a Zemaitis copy that I bought a long time ago.
Well,
I really want a real
I got
Zemaitis.
2 Zemaitis going in this next book.
Lisa and I went to Phoenix and she shot Steve Hackett's Zemaitis.
No way.
Yeah,
And I also went to the Rock and Roll Hall of
1971.
Fame, and I shot Jimi Hendrix.
No
Zemaitis.
way.
Yeah, she shot Hendrix.
Like the Ronnie Wood Zemaitis back in the day to me was like and Mark Bolan too. Those were the guitars I would just drool over. So it's one of those things. I'm a guitar nerd. Like I've got a million, and I keep checking them off my list, and then I still find like a million more that I need to have. You know.
Can never have too many.
Much to the chagrin of my wife. You know, to get a bigger house.
Yes. That's it, man.
Yeah.
That's all you needed.
I love you.
Love you too, buddy.
Hey,
Thank you.
Bo
Thank you so
Diddley.
much. Oh, Canada.